Welcome to Jamf Teacher. In this video, we'll cover creating and applying lessons as a means for advanced setup and the ability to apply multiple functions. In previous videos, we showed how to apply restrictions like a limited set of apps, websites, and device functionality as needed. When done as needed, they can only be applied in isolation. If you want to set a group of apps and websites and/or device functionality, you'll want to set up lessons. Good classroom management begins with planning and agility. Setting up a lesson allows for greater flexibility and for reuse of a set of restrictions. With a lesson, you can prepare an activity, assignment, or an assessment in advance to be used multiple times with multiple groups or classes. In this example, we'll prepare a lesson for a weekly math assignment or quiz. To begin, we select the Jamf Teacher app. Within the main screen of Jamf Teacher, we must first create a lesson before being able to apply it. Tap within the white area labeled Lessons. From here, you could also open or edit a previously made lesson. Tap Create Lesson. Enter the name and description. I'll add Math and Weekly Math Quiz. I can combine apps and/or websites and/or functionality for this lesson. I'll start by selecting several apps. I'll tap Edit under Allow Apps. I can either search or scroll through to find the apps I want. I'll tap Calculator, GeoGebra Graphing, go down and find Notes. I want students to use the Sketch app so they can show their work. And finally, I'll choose Safari as I'm going to add several websites to this lesson. Tap the back arrow in the upper left corner to return to the menu. I'll tap Add Web Link. In this case, I'll enter MLB as the name and then the URL www.mlb.com, since my students will be using some data from Major League Baseball. Now I won't want to choose Lock to Safari, as I'm going to have other apps that I want students to be able to move between. However, I will toggle Lock into these websites, as I want to limit to just that website or perhaps if I was to add more. If you try to save this lesson with web links but forgot to add Safari to the allowed apps, you'll get an error before saving. Because this is a quiz, I'm going to toggle off AirDrop functionality, as I don't want students to be able to share files. I'm choosing to leave on screenshots and screen recording because it's part of the assessment for the students to record their work. I won't be setting a time for this lesson, as that'll be something I'm going to do when I actually apply the lesson. Once saved, this lesson will be there to edit or to use with an entire class, a group of students, or individual student. Additional Jamf Teacher app features will be covered in other lessons.